You want to get to Kodak Black's appearance on Drink Champs? That seems to be stirring up quite the commotion out there.
Yes, it is.
Kodak Black looked like shit on Drink Champs. I don't know what the fuss is. I don't. The internet try to overcomplicate shit sometimes. Kodak Black looked like pure shit on Drink Champs. And he looked like shit when he was wiggling around on the floor talking to himself in the dark when his man was taping him. Didn't look the greatest when he dodged that bullet from 2 feet away that we all watched. The internet pick funny times to be concerned about people. I've been concerned about him for the last year.
Shit, couple years.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be nice because the nigga's fire.
Yeah.
But
I think that's where the pushback comes from. Again, even with him, he's not necessarily my demo, but what I'm hearing from the people is that the kid is a genius. They say he's just a different level of thinker in that, and I think that people get mad when you put somebody like that on your show or on your platform and you showing them at their worst. People feel offended by that, especially if we the hip hop community and we supposed to be looking out for each other and we supposed to be doing all of that shit. Then when you put this kid up there that's evidently going through some mental shit and he drunk, and you monetizing that, then somebody gonna get some pushback.
we don't know that he was drunk. We don't know what he was.
Yeah. So you feel like they should have never put the video out?
That's what I'm gonna ask you.
I want to ask that to the panel.
No, I see it both
Not just
ways.
him.
I see it both ways. I see that we got a job to do and we pushing product. But again, where is your real loyalty to hip hop if that's what you monetizing? Because let me tell you something. If it was a white person doing that and monetizing it, we would all come up here and demonize that person.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean putting somebody at their worst?
Am I wrong here?
Well, I mean, let's make a fair parallel. What if it was a white rock musician on a white platform?
I'm talking about hip hop.
Okay.
I'm talking about our loyalty or quote unquote our said loyalty to hip hop and to our culture.
I don't know if we look at it like that if Zane Lowe does that interview, but I also don't know if Zane Lowe does that interview.
Is you an older nigga? When James Brown was on the news doing that, acting crazy, they should have never put it out. I mean, it was live. You know what I'm talking about.
How old do you think he is?
I have no idea what James Brown did on TV, but
You don't remember the interview?
classic
CNN, maybe.
and
was one of them
CNN ain't
shit.
a black medium.
So you're just saying that if you're
CNN
a black,
is not a
I'm
black
just asking. You saying that if you're a black media, you shouldn't put out a fellow black artist from hip hop looking like that.
I'm saying that's some of the pushback that I read.
And Barbara Walters didn't get no slack when that Bobby and Whitney interview dropped.
I know. Barbara Walters don't owe no loyalty to no fucking Bobby and Whitney.
Oh,
Do you think that Noriega owes some loyalty to Kodak Black?
Yes.
Based off of what?
Why? Based off of Nori being an older gentleman in hip hop. He's a pioneer. Well, he ain't a pioneer, but he in the second wave of pioneers of hip hop. And if you see this person and you putting an interview out that you know gonna look that is gonna get looked at and put this person in a negative light, I definitely believe that you have
That shit did $1 million in a day.
I know.
Is a show called Drink Champs. The whole goal of the guests or like the hosts is to get the guests fucked up.
To get drunk
That
and
really
to-
is
I
it.
know.
So
No, that's not the only goal.
okay, it's not. Oh no, obviously, they want to get.
They wanna give people their flowers.
They want to get. Yeah, they want to give people their flowers. They want to have somewhat of a compelling interview, et cetera, et
And so
cetera,
if
et
I
cetera.
get you drunk, then
but
you'll be more
they also
in
do
inhibited.
feel like that alcohol loosens
Yes.
people up.
Mhm.
I've been on the show, then I got drunk, and they were happy
Started
about
talking,
that.
right.
So
Yeah, you was lit.
I was fucking
Like
lit,
big drunk.
like high, all the things. So who's responsible?
All the things.
All the
Which is
things.
gonna make you now be less guarded to give a better interview.
1,000%.
Exactly.
Apparently, I
get it.
said a whole bunch of shit I never would have said, but I digress. That's not even it. Whose responsibility is it when somebody might have a past history of substance abuse to go on a platform like that?
There should be
You know
other
what I'm
checks
saying?
and balances.
That's what I mean.
Outside of Noriega.
Yeah, that's what I
agree.
mean.
I'm
His
not-
label need to sit
again,
him the fuck down somewhere. His manager,
I like Nori.
his
Mm-hmm.
day-to-day team should be responsible with not letting their artists be seen looking like a fucking doof. And no matter what him and Wack 100 said, Wack, you my man, I know that you clearly got something invested in Kodak Black. The nigga look bad, yo.
Well, we know
I'm not
he
mad
did
at
look
Ray
bad.
J for saying that. I see people in the comments talking about, well, that might have been a bad day, and he talks with that drawl, and
does.
man,
That's
I
true.
don't want to hear. Could be true. What's also true is he looked like shit and sounded like shit.
That's true.
Incoherent, couldn't complete a sentence. I had to put my brand new iPhone to my ear like this to understand what the fuck he was saying. That ain't how I want to hear Kodak Black.
Yeah.
But now, while people were shitting on Nori, I was kind of commending him.
I ain't diss him.
No, people were.
I'm just saying, and I read that.
But I commend him because
He didn't seem like he was trying to like take advantage or
Of course
anything.
not.
You know what I'm saying?
Of
Like,
course not.
Nah.
He actually conducted himself very professionally.
I would not have been able to sit through that.
True.
As an interviewer with questions on my pad, if you sitting in front of me sounding like that, nigga, get the fuck up, yo.
Let me ask y'all another. Let me ask y'all.
Well, I'm getting up. Somebody's getting up.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Somebody's getting up.
Or we've had
This is the perfect interview for a dramatic exit.
But we've had interviews.
seen that before.
I'm joking about dramatic exits. Don't be serious.
Nah, I'm saying.
Hey!
I wouldn't have put it out.
But they also
I was
both
gonna
live in
ask
Florida,
you-
so you could get that interview again on a better day too.
But look,
theoretically,
you also know people have a problem when I come to your platform and you don't put it out. So now I've shown up.
I'm giving you grace, my nigga.
And Nori couldn't have known he was going to show up looking like
I
that.
know.
He couldn't have known that. He might not have even spoke to him to organize this interview. So now what do when you got the artist in front of you looking like this? And you done paid your staff, your cameras, your lights is up. What do?
Yeah.
And you know it's going to be a hit no matter what. See,
True.
that's that intersection where you got a decision to make now.
Yep.
I'm not making that decision, but I'm the exception.
I was just about to say,
I'm the exception.
We've had interviews that didn't come off well, and they never saw the light of day.
true.
Yeah.
Niggas came up here and sounded like shit. They might have been under the influence. They didn't open their mouths for minutes and minutes and minutes. We asking them questions and they mumbling, and we didn't put the interview
Same thing with the
out.
Keith
But we've
Murray.
had something that we did.
Same thing with the Keith Murray joint. Like Keith Murray started rolling on the floor, went crazy at my studio. I ain't put it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't feel like hearing the shit. Not that I cared, because I put out shit before when somebody looked crazy. It was just I don't feel like hearing it. And I didn't really care, but I understood people's emotions towards him looking like that. But let me just say something to you. This is where I miss the old head, the OGs back in Pac era, like Stretch and all them niggas. Like niggas where they mans really cared about them. When niggas where they mans will, no matter how much money you make, I'm gonna hold you down, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you or do something to help you get help. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas just be around for the ride until the nigga loses his footing, and then now you out there looking crazy or on to the next come up. You niggas is sick. You know what I mean? Kodak looked crazy, shout out to him and fellow Zoe, but I think the niggas around him need to help him. I'm listening to niggas around him like, oh, you smoke or you want to drink? Like, what the fuck you even talking about? Where y'all niggas at? When a nigga up, y'all niggas, yes men type shit, and I'm not, no disrespect, but with all disrespect. The nigga need help, nigga. Period.
Yeah, and then when something happened to these niggas, everybody want to be sad. And talk
Yeah.
about, oh,
Or
rest
something
in peace.
what we could have done.
Oh
or,
man, I just was with him. Damn, that's such and such is my favorite song. Man,
It takes a village. It takes a village.
Word.
I seen the shit, man. I seen the shit. Yeah.
So and then Kodak tries to get on Insta Live the next day with like Tiffany Haddish
Yeah, I saw
in
that.
better spirits and sounding a little better, but still sounding bad. He didn't look like he was all fucked up off something, but it didn't sound like it was just yesterday that he was. And I'm not here to judge nobody, but I don't think it took a Albert Einstein to see that. Yeah.
He was
Everything wasn't-
He
He looked
was
nuts. He looked nuts. I don't want to see none of us like that.
No.
And I know niggas get like that. I know niggas self-medicate. I know niggas get like that. But you don't have to be seen
Doing it.
that way.
Neutral button.